Hello, this is Heather Thalheimer, and welcome to 4 Minute Friday. Today's episode is Nudging Humanity Forward. The New York City subway is always teeming with activity, and in the course of a single day is witness to so many moments in people's lives, some significant and others not. A friend recounted a recent chance meeting as she braved the subway in the middle of a pandemic, traveling from Queens to Manhattan. She recalled the familiarity of the subway car rocking back and forth, with many travelers standing, holding on to the evenly spaced steel poles that offer riders something to hang on to. It was surprisingly crowded. The passengers reflected the diversity of the city. Everyone was crammed in together. Nevertheless, people were careful to avoid eye contact or acknowledge each other in any way. My friend took a seat opposite a large man bundled in a wool coat and scarf. He looked intently at her and began a monologue that was at once directed at her and at the same time to no one in particular. It was a stream of consciousness that revealed his inner thoughts and prejudices. He described why he hated certain groups of people. It was distasteful and not something my friend wanted to hear or even be in the presence of. Her usual response would be to move to the other end of the car and thus avoid an unwanted interaction. But something inside her encouraged her to stay put. She returned his eye contact and maintained a posture that communicated, "I am listening to you. I see you. I hear what you're saying." She wanted to truly listen to this man, despite her disagreement with his unending assault on certain groups of people and his polarizing views. She tried to practice listening, really listening. My friend emphasized that she absolutely did not agree with the stranger's thoughts and beliefs, but she wanted to create a safe space for him to be who he was without judgment. She focused on that, and as the subway car rocked back and forth, she noticed a subtle shift in his demeanor. The edge was taken off his diatribe, and finally he fell silent. As the subway car slowed to enter the station, he looked at her and she looked at him, and then in a quiet voice she said, "You know, we are all connected." He stared at her without the malice that characterized his face at the beginning of the journey. With that statement, my friend stood up to disembark the train. His eyes followed her as she passed through the doors and was absorbed by the sea of humanity surging through the platform. It was a chance encounter, but one that I believe left an impression on both of them. We are often drawn into thoughts of us and them, but in reality, we're all connected. To judge and diminish another is to judge and diminish ourselves. My friend's willingness to really listen offered this man the acknowledgement that perhaps shifted something inside of him. I believe it is in little acts of kindness like this one that have the power to nudge humanity's collective consciousness higher. Thank you for listening today, and have a wholehearted week.